We're seeing more wildfires in this country, and they are getting worse. Fires burned an average of 2 million more acres each year in the 2010s than they did in the 90s.
Climate change is playing a role in that. Fire season in the inland Northwest is getting hotter and drier than ever before. As part of our special reporting, Climate Crisis Saving Tomorrow, meteorologist Matt Gray talked to scientists who are working to adapt American forests to the new climate.
Dry, hot, and windy. The ingredients for a wildfire to go from a wisp of smoke to a swirling storm of flames haven't changed. But the frequency of those conditions certainly has. Average summertime temperatures are rising faster in the Northwest than in other seasons, and average rainfall is going down. It may not look like much, but these changes can open the door to more cases of extreme heat and drought and more fires as a result. It's this changing environment in the Pacific Northwest that Jessica Halofsky studies for the U.S. Forest Service. She says that the policies of aggressive firefighting might be leaving us more vulnerable as the climate keeps warming.
And we suppress all fires that we can easily. And so what we have left is the very extreme conditions that, can burn through almost anything. And there are a lot of fuels out there. So we get these huge blow-ups that result in a lot of smoke.
In the past 10 years, smoke turned into a common problem. It's been 6 times more common to have unhealthy air in the past decade than the one prior. Most of that smoke comes from large wildfires, which are far more common than they were 40 years ago. Even in forests, where fire is a common part of the ecosystem, research by the Forest Service shows that they're doing more harm than good. To avoid these severe fires, Halofsky says it's time to focus on the health of our forest lands to help them adapt to the new reality of longer dry spells and hotter temperatures.
And in a dry forest, it's really about keeping a healthy density of forests so that they're able to respond. You don't have too many straws in the glass, sucking up water. There's not so much competition when the density is lower, so the trees are healthier in general.
That includes prescribed burning and using machinery to thin out trees and underbrush. As we continue to warm and wildfires become harder to keep controlled, it's going to fall on a proactive rather than reactive approach to keep people safe.